Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy QDZ. We're back with some more Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. It is tier list time. Just the Jiren update. Nothing crazy. We're just putting Jiren in the tier list. For some reason, this tier list has Jiren as a damage character. I don't know what's up with that, but we all know Jiren is a tank. I think they just messed up. But this is the first tier list I could find that includes Jiren, so I put a link to this in the description below so you guys could find it. But yeah, they got the roll wrong.
Shopping for your next car?
What the hell?
What about a sunroof?
Oh brother. Anyways, yeah, let's make this quick. There's not too much to talk about. Obviously, I did one of these previously. This is kind of where we were at in the last tier list. This is the well, Goku Black update. So a couple of these spots are probably going to shift around a little bit, not too many of them, but yeah, let's just start off. Kid Goku, I'm not going to talk too much about these characters, and they're not going to be ordered in their tiers. I'm just going to simply put them in their tiers. I think I'm going to put Kid Goku right here. Honestly, this is just one of those characters that is just in the middle, right? Like, he could be up here. I don't think he's up here. He could be here, he could be here, he could be here, in my opinion. I think he's a solid A tier character. I don't really have too much to say about Kid Goku. Super Saiyan Goku, I think, honestly, at this point, it's just a B tier character. Could you put him here? Sure. I think this is about the highest I would go with him, but I think so far he's probably like around here. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I feel like is still really strong. They did nerf him a little bit, but I still think he's just very, very strong. I mean, I would say like this guy is like Jiren's weakness. I mean, the Kamehameha sitting in the back, like I don't even really need to have to explain that, to be honest. But I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is like every tank's weakness except for this dude. But like everybody else, all, you know, tanks like to fight up close, and then this guy is just chilling in the back. So him being a weakness for tanks is kind of just a given. So the only person that doesn't really affect is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but I mean, let's be honest, when's the last time you run into this guy? I feel like you see every other tank pretty much. I mean, except for like Cell, I guess, but like this dude, I don't really see him like ever. And it's like, this isn't like Marvel Rivals where you could switch your character based on who the other team is running. It's not like that. It's just you hop into a game and whoever you picked is who you picked. So I don't know. God Goku, I really want to make another video on this dude. I think this guy's ridiculous, bro. I think God Goku's ridiculous. I know he's been like in and out of the patch notes and stuff, but like, I mean, if you want to put him in S tier, cool. But I really do think he's a Z tier character. I think he's just like, it's like the same. He's just, his damage, bro, it just ramps up. After a certain point, it's just like, I don't even know anymore, dude. I don't know what to do. I don't know what, like, these guys are like the same character almost. It's just, I mean, imagine being able to follow somebody with your Kamehameha. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, bro. I don't know how to explain it. His ultimate's really good too, for certain situations. Like, the way I like to use God Goku is like when the boss, everybody's converging on the boss, you pop your like red aura move that enhances your attack. I think it's Dragon Enhance, and then you pop the ultimate. I mean, it's GG, bro. Like it's GG. But yeah, this guy is still really good. If you want to put him in S tier, I would say that you could do that too. My personal opinion, from what I played, I'm gonna put him in Z tier. This guy, I think, is just, I don't really, this Kid Goku's better. But should I make a video on this dude? I haven't made a video on this guy yet. I'm just not a fan of him, bro. Like, he's just, I don't know. I don't even want to get into that, bro. Vegeta. I think Vegeta is. Well, what's the verdict, chat? We still saying Vegeta Z tier, or are we putting him in S tier? I don't see Vegeta that much anymore, like I used to. But I still think when I do see him, he puts in work. I would say like the characters I see for damage the most is like God Goku. I'm seeing a lot of Broly's, Topos, a couple Keflas every now and then. Trunks. I guess. I'll put him in S tier. But I think he can go up here given the right scenario, but I'll put him in S tier. Once again, these are not ordered unless I just like think a character is better than a certain character. I might order that, but like the entire tier it's not ordered. Trunks, I'm gonna put Trunks here. S tier? Sure. I'll put Trunks in S tier. Piccolo, I don't think this is a great meta for Piccolo right now. I don't think this is a great meta for Piccolo right now. There's a lot of frontline pressure going on with these tanks and some of these damage characters, and that's not the type of play style Piccolo is good with. Now granted, that is something that would affect these two as well, but they just do so much damage that it just kind of makes their way around it, I guess. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku's got his instant transmission, so it doesn't bother him as much. God Goku is just like, you can get close to him and you can fight him and probably kill him, but I don't know, he's just in a different situation than Piccolo is right now. Piccolo doesn't, his attacks are kind of one and done. His light grenade, one and done. Hellzone grenade, good for the traps. Once you get past it though, and then this guy is just constantly hitting you the entire time. And then God forbid the tank is with him, you can't get close to him. It's a whole thing. Android 18, not too much to say about her. Oob, I think is a solid A tier character. Yeah, I think Oob is a solid A tier character. I've gone against Oobs a couple times past couple days. Yeah, he could put it work. Oob could put it work. Not too much to say about that. Broly. Okay, let me just say this. If you play Broly at the highest level, I think he's up here. But like I said, this game is like comp dependent, right? So it's like if the other team just doesn't have these two characters, or like I don't even know, like there's just certain characters that just are not good for Broly, but that's like for everybody in the game. I think at the highest level he could be right here. I think that's fair. I think at the highest level Broly could be right here. I don't think that's too crazy to say. Bojack I think is fallen quite a bit. Dborah, I would put him A tier. It's like this. The only, okay, I've been so high on Dborah since this game has dropped, pretty much, or ever since I made the video on him. I mean, like, this dude is like, no matter who you are, this guy is like the scariest character in the game. Like I don't, like, dude, I am so afraid when I see Dborah versus like every other character in the game. And it might sound crazy, but it's like true, dude. If this guy gets close to you and you don't kill him fast enough, you are done, bro. Like, and it's like people don't realize it, but it's like this dude can put in work, bro. He really can. But it's like, you know, the meta is just like a lot of these characters just do so much damage and they just kill you in like 2 seconds, or like you know, everybody just like to jumps each other. Like everybody likes to jump each other, so you just die in like
Shopping for
2
your next
seconds.
car?
Please.
What about a sunroof?
Please. Okay. But yeah, like if this guy gets close to you and he just starts pinning you down, like there's nothing you could do, bro. So, like I said, I feel like the best of the best Dborah players will definitely run you to the ringer, but as a character, just in this meta currently, I think he's just A tier. Beerus, I think we put him in S tier. Maybe Z tier. I mean, it's like, it's close, dude. It's just the, you guys know why I would put him here. If he hits you with the Mark of Destruction, he gets you to that threshold, you're dead. That applies for everybody in the game. You run him with Topo and he activates his passive, and these two just shred together during team fights. I'd say it's close. I mean, like, Topo could probably go in S tier, to be honest, but I feel like Beerus, again, at the highest level, I could see Beerus right here. I don't think that's crazy to say. Kale, I think it's just like a solid A tier character, nothing too crazy. Kefla, I mean, I'd put her at S tier, but she'd just be like at the very bottom. Like, you could do either or. We'll just put her at the bottom of S tier. Again, this isn't ordered, but if I say a character's at the bottom of a tier, then they're at the bottom of a tier. The Gammas, I mean, it's unfortunate how they did the Gammas, bro. Like, I just genuine question. Like, who has actually struggled with these guys since like since like season 3? When's the last time you struggled with these guys? I don't know. It's close. I don't know. Season 3, season 4, I have no idea. Moving on to the tanks. This dude, never see him like ever. I'm sure he could go up here, maybe at the highest level, but nah. Jiren. We'll skip Jiren for now.
Shopping for your next car?
Do it again, I dare you. God Vegeta, I still think is I think he's still a S tier tank. I mean, a Z tier tank. It depends. I will say Vegeta doesn't match up well against Jiren. I mean, okay, let's do this. Let's go.
Shopping for your next car?
Dude, I'm about to go insane. Let's go band for band, bro. With Jiren, bro. Let's think about it. One-on-one pressure with Jiren. God Vegeta versus Jiren. I think Jiren takes it. I think God Vegeta should go in S tier. Let's just get this out the way. I think Jiren is Z tier. Okay, I think Jiren is probably the best tank in the game. His frontline pressure obviously is crazy. So I think enough said with that. As long as he can stay where he needs to stay and not have people dancing around him, I think he's okay. Bulma, people might disagree with me, but I still think she's a Z tier tank. I feel like you have to use Bulma the correct way in order for her to be played at this level. Just because, you know, her being able to boost and just run around the map. I normally use Bulma as less of a defensive character and more as a go to the god and take out the god. That's how I've been using Bulma. That's how I used her in her video. The first time I used her, I was just going and taking out the god because I was so fast and nobody could catch up to me. Granted, is she that fast anymore? I'm not sure. I haven't played her that much since. I did know she got nerfed in her patch notes, but from what I've seen playing against her, she still got that dog in her. So I'm gonna say she's still a Z tier character. Okay, bro. I need to get an ad blocker for real. All right, let's hurry up and finish this video so I don't have to go through that anymore. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I think A tier. Nothing too crazy. Bardock. S tier. Yeah. Do I think Bardock is better than God Vegeta? I would say defensively. Well, I mean, Vegeta's passive. I don't know, dude. I feel like you could do this. It doesn't matter. I feel like they're both S tier. At like the absolute pinnacle peak, if you're just that dude, you could put them both in Z tier. A lot of these characters I feel like could be moved around, chat. I'm not saying this is like the definitive tier list, but this is kind of like a meta snapshot, really just factoring in my experience with these characters as well. Khalifa I think could be down here in S tier. Cooler I also think could be down here in S tier. Like I said, these characters played at their absolute peak. I know Cooler can definitely put in work, and so could Khalifa. Again, these are not ordered, these are just in their tiers. Cell I think is the worst character in the game. That's been a thing for a while. Zamasu I think is pretty decent this season, but I also could put him up here, but it really depends. I don't think he fares well against like these 4 tanks. I don't think he does good against. I don't think he does good against Cooler either. Yeah, I would do that. I'd put him in A tier. He's not terrible, but he's not like crazy either. Baby, I would put him in A tier. I mean, not I would say like it was 2 seasons ago I had a Baby like up here. He's fallen quite a bit, but he's not that bad. Now we're on to the technical characters. Kid Gohan, I don't even know, dude. This is like the one character I don't really know. I don't see him often, but he's also never a threat to me when I do see him, so I put him in B tier. This guy is also just kind of useless in my opinion. Don't really see him that much, and when he does, he's just not a threat. He's just these unfortunately, the Gohans just don't move me at all. Krillin I think is a solid S tier. I've seen a crazy amount of good Krillins recently. He did get insanely buffed. I'm not sure if they did something about that, but since then I've seen Krillin just put in so much work. Gotenks I think is a solid A tier. Android 17 I think is a solid A tier. Majin Buu I think is a solid I don't know, honestly. B tier. You can put him in A tier if you want, but I'm gonna put him in B tier. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Frieza, never seen him. This dude, I'm so tempted to put him right here. I'm so tempted to put this guy. I hate this character, bro. Like I was okay with him at first, but like this guy just does nothing, dude. Like I know he has a way to be useful, so like maybe I should give him the benefit of the doubt and put him here, but like this might just be me, bro. I just hate this character. I don't like this character at all. I think he's useless. I think like most of the time, if you don't know what you're doing with this guy, you put down the rocks, you block off your teammates from being able to like retreat or do stuff. His ultimate is also just copy and paste of what Jiren had. I mean, Jiren, it technically would be a copy and paste of what he has, but Jiren's is better because it actually moves forward and pushes people away. His just blocks off the area, and like that's cool, but it's also like it's only good when you're going like you're defending against the god. And like I feel like when you want an ultimate like that, you want it to push people away instead of just be stationary, because you can still get hit by abilities. Like people can still hit you with abilities even though his ultimate is active. You could still get hit by a couple things. So I really no, I'm not a fan of that guy at all. Kid Buu at the highest level, I think he's a S tier character. I used to run stuff down with Kid Buu before he got nerfed. That nerf obviously took him from up here to probably around this level, but I think he's a solid S tier character. Hit, I think can go. I think he can go in S tier, and then Goku Black as well. I think can also go in S tier. Given that your team is competent enough to where you can enable them. This guy again at the highest level, I feel like is about right here. So there you have it. That is the tier list. Obviously, a couple of these S tier characters I feel like could be moved up to Z tier, and then like some of these Z tier characters can move down the S tier. It doesn't bother me. Okay, if you guys really, if this tier list is really itching you guys want to put some of these characters around, that is totally fine. I don't think the only characters I think are like set in stone is like these two guys down here. I think they're trash. I think for the most part the B tier is pretty much set. Maybe you can move Goku up to A tier, which I think I'll do, honestly. I think A tier is pretty solid. S tier is pretty solid as well. Maybe you can move like one of these guys down, maybe her, and then like Z tier, obviously you can like fluctuate with that as well. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. So let me know your thoughts down below on what you guys think of the tier list. Is there anything you would change, anything you move around? I'll put a link to this tier list in the description below if you guys want to make your own and post it. But yeah, other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.